Hey, how we doing? Great to see you all. Absolute legends. What is going on? Welcome back to another day of streaming. It is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, my friends. We are round about halfway through the week. We're halfway through Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. So that only means one thing. We have the man, the myth, the grok-loving legend. We have Save with Crypto on.
that was probably my best intro ever, actually.
Yeah, to be fair, I think that I went the extra mile then, didn't I?
You did, actually. Yeah, you pushed the boat right out there, and yeah, great. Yeah, I'm very pleased to be here. Let's talk about robots and plumbing and garden furniture.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe
it. We should have a lot of fun today. I do have some interesting updates, as I'm sure you do. And you know, who knows what we'll ask Grok today.
She's ready and willing.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be as interesting as last week. That was great, but we'll try our best. Anyway, we've got Bobby saying my biggest hold NPC getting listed on Kraken today, praying for meme season to kick off. Well, that's good to hear, mate. hopefully that is up nicely for you. We could take a look at that. We have
NPC.
NPC, yeah, non-playable coin. I have seen it.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it.
It was National Car Park.
Dung Schlung is back again. You're becoming quite the daily viewer now, aren't you, Dung Schlung? Bro, good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Stonksy. Well, good morning to you, Dung Schlung. Good morning or good morning. Looking mad cute this morning. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. You're gonna have to take me. You're gonna have to take me on a nice meal if you carry on, you Dung Schlung. Yeah. Always fade retail sentiment. Send it. What is retail sentiment currently? Maybe I assume for you, Dung Schlung, you're thinking that retail sentiment is bearish and short. Is what I've got from that comment anyway. With you saying send it, so you think retail sentiment is bearish, so you think send it. Interesting thought. I mean, how do you measure retail sentiment? Is what I'd ask Dung Schlung. How do you measure retail sentiment? Where do you get your opinion from? Do let us know. The poll you took yesterday said low. I suppose if you're going off the poll, then I suppose we was wrong yesterday, wasn't we? So we do have to update now the account. So we blew up a quarter of the account already. We started on 200. We're now down at 148. So yesterday we got stopped again. So we took a long on Monday, a short yesterday, and we got stopped both times. So we finished minus 30, 38. So let's go and update that on the minus 30. Oh, minus 30, 38. So we're not doing too well at the moment, are we? We're not doing too well, but I'm sure we can turn it around. Let's see anyway. Or the account just continues to be blown up. We'll see. But it is quite fun. I am actually feeling that this I don't know about what everyone else thinks, but this doesn't look sustainable to me. I think actually today would be a good day to go short, especially after the push up from yesterday. Because if you look, we have yet to really come down and take any stops in liquidity since this run up began. You see, it's all higher lows, isn't it? All higher lows kicking off. So I think first and foremost, what we'll do is we will get the poll out, and we'll get obviously the poll going, because we can open it whenever then. So we'll get the poll out, up, down. You get your votes in. What are you feeling at the moment, mate? What's your current thoughts and feelings on the market?
Right. I think it's due to come down a bit. Just because I think we've had something like 7 4-hour green candles in a row, or something like that.
Oh, really?
I was trying to come up with some sort of statistic this morning, and I completely forgot.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I can do you a helping hand there, and I can have a look. Let's see. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
yeah, that is a lot, isn't it? Especially for the 4-hour time frame.
I mean, that almost looks a bit sailor-like, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah. It looks very warped up. You look at it, I mean, if you look at it on the side, it just looks.
And to be fair, this is the kind of price he likes, anyway.
Yeah, higher the better. Higher the better.
So a few things really. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of things pointing for the price going up, but at the same time, it looks a little bit overstretched to me. I think, and also there's a bare moon.
Is there?
Well, I mean, there is a little bit in that. If you look at I think it's like a new moon is a bull moon, and I don't know. No, I think a full moon is bullish, and a new moon, that's the little one, isn't it? That's bearish. It works out something like over time it's about 58% correct. You know, so if you were going to toss a coin, then at the moment you would say it would go down, but I don't think it will go down that much. I think it will just pull back a few $100 and then rock it up again.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I like that. We've got Helen in the chat. What, mate?
Oh, consequently, I'm not actually in a trade at the moment, but part of the reason for that is I'm I'm going off to I'm going to go to Manchester actually. That's up your way, isn't it? But I'm going to Manchester for 3 nights, so I don't want to be looking at my phone or my computer too much. So I don't really want to be in a trade. But if I see an opportunity today, I'm going to be so tempted. But I'm actually going to drive there, so so I'm going to be on the road tomorrow mostly. So
okay, very nice.
Really don't want to be looking at my phone. I can always tune into you though, can't I? At midday or 1 o'clock.
Yeah. What are you doing in Manchester?
Mind your own business.
How long are you there for?
I'm getting there tomorrow afternoon probably, and then I'm leaving on Sunday morning.
Oh, right, okay.
It's basically some friends of mine that are in the kind of business that I used to be in. They're putting on a conference, and I'm going to go there because I need to meet them anyway. Because I've basically been trying to work out how to sort of stop doing normal work. You see, so what I've been doing. The idea was to sort of outsource what I normally do and get other people to do it, and then do that for a commission. And then I'm just a consultant, and if they need me to, I just go, that's okay. But I do know the main guy, but I don't know the team, so it'd be nice to meet the team anyway. But they actually gave me like a VIP ticket, which is worth about 800 quid or something. So I get all the nice meals and all that sort of stuff as well.
Oh, fascinating! That's great. Well, good luck with that, mate.
So I look forward to that. But I really can't be like looking at my bloody phone and my computer and worrying about trades while that's happening.
No, you don't want to be doing that. BPN, how we doing? Pellin says 108k, then back to 103.5. BPN also says the same, 108. Loki, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Wiz, afternoon. How are we both? Very well. And Wiz, you'll notice now you have the little spanner next to your name. Not just because you are a spanner, but because I have made you a mod, my friend. So I made you, and also you're a mod now, Mr. Save.
Me?
I made you both mods yesterday. I was doing some tweaking in the settings on the channel, and I thought, I need some mods. So I thought, I'll just make you two very trustworthy fellas mods for now. Start off with that.
I'm not sure I can handle the responsibility. Actually,
no. Were you going to have to?
Don't know. Who shall I ban?
Mr. Delta. Mr. Delta, first on the list.
First on my list.
Yeah, he's got to be. Gongsy, how we doing? Great to see you. Wiz says, great week so far. Relax and rest for me. Got a stag do this weekend. Oh, mate, you're always on it, aren't you? You're loving it. Always got something going on. Very nice. I feel honoured, as you should. But yeah, we currently have, obviously, Bitcoin up, rallying all the way past 107k. So for those of you just joined, we did take another loss on the daily trade yesterday. So we're currently in 2 losses in a row, and we've currently blew up a quarter of the account. But we can resolve that. So please do go and vote down, because I really want... Yeah, go and vote down. I really want to short this today on today's trade. I've got a feeling that this is it. This is going to be the one where we crack it. And I might do a bit of an intense short as well if you go and throw a nice couple of down votes on. I'm thinking that we are going to smash to the downside. So I'd very much like to vote down, but yeah, please do throw your vote in, whichever you think. Again, don't do what I say, do what you think, because it is your guys' votes after all. And we'll see. I would like to get the trade on soon, though, in case we do start heading to the downside. Smaller stop loss today. Yeah. I thought we was going to get away with it, though, to be honest. I thought we was going to get away with it yesterday. You got a level for say short mapped out. Let's see what it did yesterday, because the level I had it mapped out at. What is say doing? It's blew right past it. So this was the level I had mapped out on say for the time being, which it did stop at initially, and then has obviously carried on. So here, I guess, I've got this circled. I don't know when we last looked at say on the high time frame. I can't remember. Yeah, there. So I think, I mean, I suppose you could take that, or maybe, you could even take this, couldn't you? what I would do is probably stick something like that on. And to me, obviously, that looks like nice, decent 4-hour supply there, where we sold off. We come in, retest, sold off. So I think anywhere in and around 34 to 36 cents is potentially it. I mean, say's been on a mega run. Do we know what's actually been the catalyst for this, Wiz? Or is it just pumping because market says so? Or is there like any sort of actual momentum behind it, aside from the fact that it's just done a 2x in a week? I've not seen anything myself, but I don't really tend to follow anything say related, I don't think. I mean, Stonksy is still long on the 1 hour as well, which is great. But yeah, I think here looks like a good test point. We are at daily resistance, so could see a retracement. Says Loki, yeah. Circle declared it on their balance sheet. Oh, right, okay. Okay. Well, we've got 21 people. Make sure you go and drop a like. Please do drop a like in there. Make sure you get your likes in, everyone. And make sure you get your voting. Because I think we're going to open the... I would like to open the trade soon. I think I would like to... especially if we've got the vote to go down, I would like to get it in sooner than later, so we can have a bit of fun building up to US Open as well. So yeah, please do get that in. But yeah, so have you done? Oh, go on, mate.
No, saying so for the for the trading live in front of everyone. Have you ever thought of using Stonksy?
Well, yeah, I was thinking we could obviously do some trading with Stonksy, but this segment of taking the trade a day is basically just whatever the poll says. So I thought it'd be good to obviously let the community decide how we trade.
Okay. But they've been rubbish so far.
Well, yeah, I was. To be fair though, if we go on the spreadsheet, it was me that took this decision on Monday because it was 50-50. So I thought, well, punt it long, which was right. We just got took out on that stupid wick. So we was actually, I'll show you where we was. So we was long from, I think it was about 101.5k. Yeah, it was around here. And I had the stop loss at 100. And this stupid wick, which I'll show you exactly, it was literally a wick on a 5-minute candle that took us out before it then went up, and it went all the way to this wick here. So this is the wick that took us out. I think we were just about, maybe we was took out just marginally, but this wick definitely took us out. And then it went all the way to take profit then. The take profit was 104k.
Okay, so what was your logic for putting the stop loss there?
At 100k?
Yeah.
Just a nice big round number.
Just pulled it out your ass.
Yeah, just a nice big round number.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And what average were you on? Were you on?
So on Monday's one we was on 7. Yesterday we was on 10.
Oh, okay.
But the idea is, yeah, to start doing more trades. So obviously, if we see anything high time frame, so any high time frame moves into position, Stonksy gives the signal, then yeah, we'll look to do that as well. I was thinking a bit of scalping as well, but obviously we've not really been getting like mega movement during streaming times recently, so scalping would be a little harder unless we were maybe doing something on like the 1 minute.
Okay.
But the idea is, yeah, to evolve this into obviously maybe having a few trades open at a time. Like I think, for instance, looking at that on say there, wherever it's gone, where's say gone? I don't know where it is. There it is. So obviously mapping out this, Stonksy's still green into there, which would then obviously follow it right into what we would assume is supply. So then we would then trade it down and hopefully, yeah, a nice little maybe 5-minute double confirmation. Oh, we already got one there. But if we do end up ripping back up, we can definitely use that. I think the channels as well, something we need to look at. The only problem is obviously that the times that they come in. So I might have to maybe do some work, obviously out of stream hours, to open some trades and then go through them on stream. For instance, this, like I wouldn't have been awake for this anyway, but obviously this extension on say on the 1 hour out of the inner band into the outer channel, that's obviously a great short opportunity from what we know about the channel. So yeah, we will definitely extend it into utilizing Stonksy trading as well on stream. Just need to figure out the best format for it, because yeah, like I said, I mean, scalping, is it gonna work that well for being on stream for 2 hours? Are we going to be able to get the movement in for scalping?
Yeah, it's probably going to be hard to concentrate on anything else, to be honest, if you do that.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Might be a bit distracting, but looking at the chart right now, if say for example the audience vote short, what would you be looking at? Would you be looking at the bands to decide where you were going to go short? Or
well, if the audience votes short, I just have to fire a short in. That's the idea.
Oh, is that what you do? Oh, right.
I go with whatever. So whatever the result on the poll is, that's the trade I take.
Oh, okay.
So let them decide, and then we take the trade. And then obviously, if they want to give me some input for stop loss and take profit, we can do. Or if I'll just pluck something, I'll go look at the chart and pluck something. So
what actual time do you do the trade?
Anytime leading into US Open. So yesterday I opened it around 2:00.
Oh, okay.
Today, we could do it anytime.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, I was just looking at the like Stonksy with the bands on the 1 hour, and we are getting towards the top of that inner channel thing, aren't we? So
yeah, not too far away.
It's almost it'd almost be worth knowing what the vote is already, and then if they vote short, then setting a limit order up there, wouldn't it? I suppose
that's something else we could do.
That sort of spoil the format of your show there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but because we wouldn't have a trade going into US Open, and that's the only thing. We wouldn't have like one on ready for any potential volatility.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, it's neck and neck here. We've got 18 votes, 44% for up, 56% for down. If you've just joined, please do get your vote in on the poll. We'll give it, that is a lot of votes so far. So we'll give it 5 minutes. We'll give it till 1:30. We'll see what the poll is, and then we'll open the trade, ready to ride into US Open, because recently we actually have been getting good volatility before US Open as well. We've been getting some movement before. So yeah, we could potentially ride that either way then. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, do get your vote in, and yeah, I will take the trade based on whatever you guys think directionally. What the majority think anyway. But yeah, so have you been doing no trading over the past week? Have you been trying to just stick off it?
No, I've been trading. I haven't been doing that well, to be honest. Actually, I kind of I keep thinking I need to get into a really juicy short. It's because I keep watching TMG, and he's always like making like millions out of shorting everything. And I keep thinking I want to do that, and I kind of every time I do it, it doesn't work out very well, So I keep losing little bits of money, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah,
but I'm just not very good at it. I'm not. I don't know. I just don't feel right when I'm shorting, particularly when it's in an uptrend. So I know there's going to be pullbacks. I know that, but and we're probably going to get one today. But even so, it's just looking really juicy, isn't it? And it's really, it's really, really hard to. I find it hard anyway, just to short. I find it easier to long, but I think most people do that, don't they? Which is why,
yeah,
you've got the edge if you're good at shorting, But my problem is as well. Once I'm in a short that's in profit, I really can't take my eyes off it, because I'm just paranoid that the price is going to go back up, Yeah. But whereas in a long, you're sort of like, I'm quite happy to think, well, the price will probably go up over the next few hours, and I'll sort of quite merrily go out and go for a bike ride or whatever, or just do nothing, But and I find it really hard with shorting, But anyway, yeah. I might have a go today. Actually, if I don't really want to, but if I see like a really safe one I can get into, I think I will. I am looking for like a mad wick though, sort of like. In fact, I'm kind of eyeing up the top of that band, top of the what's it called? The Stonksy band thing.
Channel.
That's it. Yeah. Top of the channel, which is about 108. 620 at the moment. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wondering if it's worth setting some orders up there. You know, for a short.
Yeah. Well, the S&P 500 is not far away from all-time high now at all. We are 0.7%, 0.72% away from an all-time high on the S&P 500, which is unbelievable, really.
When was the last all-time high?
I think it was in January or February. Let's see.
What happened afterwards?
So we made. We went on a series, didn't we, of them? If the actual high was made on the middle of February. So we just kept making them, didn't we? We'd make one and then dip, make another, and then dip, make another. This one dipped obviously a lot harder. Then we made another and then fell off, and then obviously made this final one and then fell off pretty aggressively.
Right.
But yeah, 0.72 away. 0.72% away.
Okay. So, excuse my ignorance, but S&P, that trades 24/7, does it or not?
No. So futures trade 23 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. And then the actual market itself is US Open times. So
Okay.
that's obviously 2 hour time till 9:30, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong thing there. Yeah, I can see the little yellow dot there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we've got, maybe we could do vote on what asset the trade will be made, just follow Stonksy. Yeah, we can do something like that, Pellin, for sure. Right now it's tough. I've come to find I make more shorting this year than longing. Yeah, I suppose it depends whatever works for you, isn't it? One day 90% of these alts will be at 0. Yeah, 100. I believe that. And Wiz says Weeble moving nicely too. Dave, you still in? I am, mate. Yeah, it's finally moving. I'm probably going to get out soon. No, I'm not going to lie. It could go to that kind of $13, $14. I know $18 as well is a region of interest, but yeah, I'm not massively interested in holding past like $14. What is it currently? So this is obviously one. Oh no, actually, I don't think I am in it anymore. I'll have to check my trading 212. I think I actually might have got rid of it on Friday. I'll have to check. I think I actually got rid of it on Friday. I'm still in BBAI. I know I'm definitely still in this. I think I might have actually got rid of my Weeble, which if I have is going to be annoying because I was talking about this for ages and waiting for it.
BBAI went mental yesterday, didn't it?
It did, yeah. This was a great whiz call and another whiz banger. Circle was annoying though because Circle was talking about shorting it, trying it again around $300, and we had kind of like a 1 hour window here around $300, and I didn't set any alerts, so that obviously come in, touch, and then bang, fell off. So obviously currently Stonksy is double confirmation short on the 5. So yeah, that's one to pain. But I know that SMFC, I think, took this trade. Coinbase is absolutely surging it. So Coinbase is up to 358 pre-market and is not too far away from an all-time high. So currently, obviously, from where it is pre-market, it is just around 20% away from an all-time high. So not too far at all. Yeah, there we go. Jimmy Mack says, first show back after 3 weeks away, hoping for a pump when the bell rings. Hey, Jimmy Mack, how we doing? Do you have a nice time away? Let's see, what have we got going on? 20 votes. Oh, it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
I should put my vote in, shouldn't I?
Yeah, go on.
Let's have a think. So what is, so the vote is just which way you're going to trade, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. That's my vote in. Still 50-50.
Down.
I know it's not down. There you go.
Down. There we go. Well, I'll give you the deciding vote then, mate. We will go down. There we go. Vote. Poll closed. Right, let's go and open the trade. So, we need to decide what leverage we're using. Now, we blew up some of the accounts, so maybe we need to up the leverage a bit to give us more capital. Let's do like let's see about 13x. What would that give us? So that'll give us the same roughly position size as we've been trading with. Right, market open. Now, where do you think I should put my stop loss, guys? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat where you want me to put my stop loss. I was thinking around 108 or just below. I think 108 looks good.
Yeah, I wrote down some Block Pro levels.
Go on.
One of them was
15x if we're going to do 108.
One of them was 107,596. That's probably pretty much where you're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I saw that Loki was thinking 103,500, which would be good because that would give us all of our money back that we've lost so far. 108,200.
Yeah, and Block Pro's top one was 108,849.
Right. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be holding this trade if we ended up going up there. That's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll open it now anyway. Let's get it open. Should I do 15x or should I do 20x? What do you think, mate? Go on. I'll let you choose 15 or 20.
It doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter, but I don't know how confident we feel. Let me just have a look at. Excuse me. So Stonksy is.
We probably shouldn't because we probably, if we end up losing this one again today, then we need to kind of preserve some of the capital in this account.
Yeah.
By the way, if you do want to trade alongside me on BLOFIN, the link is in the description and I'll put it in the chat now. It is non-KYC and you create an account with just an email. So get that going.
So Stonksy's still no trade on the 1 hour, isn't it?
Yeah. Currently, it is still in the green on the 5 minute, but we have rolled that up quite decently on the 5 minute.
Yeah, it's tricky because I actually think there's a bit more up and then down. You know.
Yeah, it's a tricky. That's why I've been kind of using the wide stop so that at least then we might have a chance of having it open still tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So where are you thinking for your stop then?
108. I'm thinking. I think that gives us a decent stop without pushing it too high to a ridiculous level.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, you may as well. Oh, I don't know.
Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you want me to do?
I'm actually so used to sort of like not giving financial advice that I can't bring myself to even open my mouth and say,
this isn't financial advice. This is just a game that we're playing.
Okay, all right, entertainment.
Yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. What do you want me to do?
15 or 20?
15 or 20x and 108 for a stop loss, or higher or lower or what? I mean, we are pushing back up on the 5 minutes, so that is good. We have got a slightly better entry. Should we open it now than we did by around $50 or so, or $100? Yeah, I mean, when I look at it on the 5 minute like that, it does kind of look like it should pull back, at least to like kind of these levels, you know, come and clear some of this liquidity out and stops potentially below here. But I mean, I suppose it all depends on what the S&P 500 is going to do as well. Like if this thing just keeps ripping and goes to all-time high, then what chance does Bitcoin have to carry on? Probably a big chance. So yeah, there's a lot of factors to consider. Harish, yeah, we'll get to covering some, mate. Yeah, in a moment. Same pump to dump. Pump to dump, right, well, we'll go with it anyway. Let's open it as we are here. There we go. Right, we're open anyway. We're open. Well, I haven't put a take profit in actually. We'll leave that for now. We'll see what happens before we end up finishing the stream, and then we'll put one in. Anyway, not too much risk again today. I can feel it. We're gonna get one. I feel it. We're gonna get it right today. I can feel it in my bones.
So what was your what's your unrealized loss on that so far? So I'm just curious because I don't often use market opens.
Unrealized.
No, they're realized. So
$1.09.
And your margin is how much?
$145.
Oh, okay, it's not too bad, is it?
So it is about, what is that, 0.5%, or maybe just under 0.5%? I think, is it? No, under 0.5% in it. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's quite. What I normally do, I normally just like,
you normally just pick something out the order book, don't you?
I do, and then do a limit order just because it's cheaper,
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I've never done that. I've always just done mostly market orders, me.
Okay, fair enough.
How much cheaper?
About half.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's all right. Anyway, Harish has asked for Sol and ETH. So let's have a quick look. So if you see this, we're currently pressing SR on ETH. So we're back up to we got back up to this zone here, which we looked at on stream yesterday when we was down here somewhere. So it was around 2,400 on stream yesterday. And obviously this zone was previously support. So we had it all along support while we ranged on ETH for like 7 weeks or whatever it was. We come up yesterday, rejected, and then have sold off so far. So yeah, rejected, sold off. So again, I mean, ETH is very straightforward. The good thing is we've come out of the red on the 1 hour. We are red from higher up on the 5 minute. But if you're looking at it, literally, very straightforward on ETH. For upside, anyway, if you're looking for up, you reclaim this grey box here, and then you head on upwards. Stonksy's got a resistance point drew here, which works very well, actually, because that would be round about the mid-range point for this range. But then, obviously, up again puts us back towards the range high resistance, up in and around 2,700, where found resistance all along that time frame as well. So, yeah, very easy on ETH. I mean, if you're looking to the downside on ETH, then we have, obviously, a wick here, which would be a full sweep of liquidity. And we still obviously haven't retested here from the upside again, which would be a nice SR test. Apart from that, you could see maybe a liquidity sweep here as well. Obviously, this would clear out today's, and it would go and clear out all the way into yesterday as well. Clear all this out. So yeah, something to keep an eye on ETH. Sol reclaimed. The Sol is now reclaimed this area, which was support as well. So we're now heading back up on Sol. Currently, we have resistance drew out here by Stonksy, which obviously lines up great. You can see the taps, rejection. If we break out from there, I'll probably, as long as the market strength is there as well, I think probably coming in for a retest of supply in here. So as you can see, supply point, sell off. We retested it and then sold off again. So coming up to in and around the 158 region next on Sol, should we break above this kind of 147 point. Also, Stonksy is long from 140, which is nice as well. So yeah, there you go on Sol. To the downside, just need to hold kind of the 141 region, 140 on any test. So there you go. Hope that helps. Any others, you let us know in the chat. You would have paid so much in fees, marketing it, Dave. Yeah, but there's not much. There's not really much margin, is there? Paying $1. I don't mind paying $1 in over time. Yeah, over time I will have definitely. Yeah, over time I definitely will have.
Well, you kind of know now, don't you? So it's about it's about $1 in it. So when you do it tomorrow, you can maybe try it with a limit order and see if it's any cheaper.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Checking your spanner, yeah, you got your spanner there.
I know. I just wanted to see it.
Looking all nice as well.
I know. Never had a spanner before.
No, well there you go. Now you've got one. You have to treat it with respect.
Oh, I will. The utmost.
So we're currently, look at that. We are currently 21 cents in a profit. Now we're talking. We're in the big league now, aren't we, mate? We're in the big league. So, interested to hear. What are you? Have you got anything nice planned for over the summer? Obviously, we're coming in towards the end of June. Anything nice going on?
Yeah. Actually, like my brother's coming down for a holiday in the southwest of England, so I'm going to meet up with him somewhere up in North Devon, I think it is. So that'll be nice. There's that.
Yeah.
Then going off to Spain in August for 10 days. Quite looking forward to that. I actually paid for that holiday the other day with my Bybit card, actually, using some of the dollars that I'd won. so that was cool. So off to Spain for 10 days, and that's really cool actually, because we've got like a house we're going to rent with like its own pool, you know. So
lovely.
Yeah, I quite like that, because even when you got kids and stuff, it's a bit of a they normally have to get out at 7 o'clock because like they shut the pool, don't they? And I quite like the sort of like lying in the pool sort of like at midnight and stuff, and having a chat.
Yeah.
So you can do that if you've got your own pool. You can do what you want, can't you?
Well, that's it. You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive. I think it was about.
As long as you don't poo in it.
I would not do that. Who do you think I am?
Gonksy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not Gonksy.
Gonksy likes to poo, doesn't he, in the pools? Well, in the sea and on the beach. But yeah, in the pool, there's no need for that. It's a bit too far, isn't it?
No, I've only ever done it in the sea once when I was in Cyprus, and I kind of wasn't really staying anywhere. I just kind of got off at the airport, hired a car, and I kind of lived in the car for a week. So I didn't have a toilet or anything. So I used to go in the sea and I would have it done.
What about in the bath?
What? Don't be stupid.
Have you ever done it in the bath?
Of course I haven't.
You definitely have. What do we think, people?
I might have done when I was a baby, but I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm thinking you might have done it in the bath. Anyway, let's put the. I haven't put the thing on. So we took a short again today. Please let us win one. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're really riding the big leagues now. We're nearly $1 in profit, mate.
Really?
We're really raking it in. But yeah, I mean, what's your overall thoughts on the market then? What are you thinking? Are you thinking we are going to see another maybe run up on Bitcoin to higher levels in terms of new highs? Do you think maybe we're just going to chill out and we're just going to kind of chop around and chop people up for the summer? What do you think?
I don't know really, because like there's I mean, is there any good reason for it to do that other than it's Bitcoin?
Which one?
Well, is there any good reason for it to go up in value at the moment? There's not.
I think the main driving factor would be at the moment is how well the stock market is doing, isn't it? I think that would be the main driving factor for it at the moment, alongside the fact that Saylor just keeps trying to pump it on his own, and he's got his obviously beta companies that he's been able to rope into buying with him, also buying. But it feels kind of like, that is the only real driving force for it at the moment anyway, I think, is the stock market strength and the fact that you've just got public companies just keep buying. But again, they don't have enough funds to send us to 120k.
Yeah.
And if Sailor did have enough funds for that, then I think it would be considered like the biggest house of cards ever if he managed to raise enough funds and single-handedly sent it like 10-20% at this market cap. I don't know how much you'd have to raise for that. Someone do the calculation, but it would have to be a lot of money.
Yeah. But so I don't know. I mean, we'll probably will get a new all-time high in the next few weeks, but I think that'll probably be it until the end of the year. That's what I'm thinking. I think we'll get like 120 or 121, something like that, and then it'll sort of like meander down.
Yeah.
For the summer, and then it maybe pick up again in the autumn. But I don't know. I can't see a big crash down to like 70 just yet.
Well, the interesting thing was, and I know we discussed this yesterday, but the markets just didn't really seem to care at all, did they, about the Middle East conflict? Like, they literally didn't really seem to care at all. Like, obviously, Bitcoin did drop about 5% over the weekend, but what's 5%? And it got ate up straight away. Like, there was literally kind of no bothering in the market at all. Yeah,
well, I was watching something yesterday. I can't remember who it was now, but something on YouTube, and it was someone who was actually doing a bit of an analysis of what actually happens with various wars and stuff, and going back to like this Falklands War and all this sort of stuff from like years ago. And generally, it causes a bit of turbulence, but then it doesn't really have a negative effect. Wars, they're normally okay for the market, but you do get the fluctuations when it's all going on. And I mean, I haven't a clue what's going on at the moment. I don't know. I was trying to do a bit of research into sort of like how feasible it would be for them to actually shut the Strait of Hormuz. And it's like I kind of looked at what you'd have to do that, and like I can't see that Iran would ever do that, because it'd just be cutting off the nose to spite the face, really, because it would totally cripple their economy.
Yeah.
So I can't see that happening. So, I just can't see it going anywhere. I think they're just going to sort of bicker at each other, chuck a couple of missiles both ways. I mean, they'll probably do a few more, even though they're supposed to have the ceasefire, but like, and it'll just like, we'll just forget about it after a month or so. I don't know. But it's not that dramatic. It's a pretty rubbish war, isn't it? I mean,
well, there's nothing that's gone on that's really scared the market, is there?
No, I mean, it's not. It's not. You haven't got the. I mean, I hate the idea of people getting hurt and killed and stuff, but like with things like the Ukraine thing, there was people getting killed, there was people getting bombed, and then there was like hospitals getting bombed, and it was actually kind of really sort of like bad, and it was kind of like people really took notice. I mean, with this, it's all been sort of like, oh, we're actually going to bomb you, so just make sure you're not at home when we do it, because we're going to blow your stuff up because we don't want you to use it, but we don't want you to get hurt. It's not a very hardcore war, is it? It's like, anyway, so I don't know. It doesn't seem to affect the market that much at all, as far as I can see. No, you're right.
Yeah, that definitely seems the case for sure. We've got SMFC in. Just having my lunch. How's it going? Not bad at all. BPN says, I believe we still need big rallies, and I need a big event to really crash the whole market. With companies buying Bitcoin more and more and the stocks drop, these companies will drop more than Bitcoin, causing even more damage on the company's holding. That's how we create how we make a fireball falling. As Bitcoin rise and people and companies FOMO, when pop, all gone, everyone wrecked. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously an interesting point in it. Is these companies that are buying, their stock price is basically directly correlated to Bitcoin now. Especially like your MicroStrategy, your Meta Planet. Not so much GameStop at the moment because they don't own that much, but particularly like them two, and obviously Coinbase. So yeah, I think you are right. You know, in the event that one or the other starts falling, it will probably be like a snowball effect for them. I mean, we saw what happened to MicroStrategy last cycle when Bitcoin obviously tumbled loads. Sean says, having a walk round Stockport in the sunshine, listening to you two great stream lads. Oh, thank you, Sean.
Oh, thank you.
I'm jealous that you're out walking around. That is very nice. I wish I was out walking around now, especially in the sunshine. You cannot beat it, can you? Let's go and have a look at the liquidation heat map, shall we?
Isn't Stockport a bit? Isn't it a bit of a dump?
Wow. Wow.
Isn't it? Oh, no, I don't know. Or where am I thinking of?
That is some big statement there.
I don't know.
Just so you know, Sean, Saber Crypto will actually be in Manchester tomorrow till Sunday, and he'll be at an event. So if you want to hunt down events going on in Manchester, find him and really get him for that comment. You can.
I don't know. I mean, I just.
It says Chav City.
Okay. I don't really know. That's pretty much where the airport is, isn't it?
I don't know. Stockport. No, I don't think so. I think Stockport is like further, like south of Manchester or southeast of Manchester. I think
that's where the airport is, isn't it?
Or maybe I'm thinking of Rochdale. I don't know. I don't actually know where Stockport is. Relevant. Let me have a look. I'm gonna have to have a look now. Let me see.
There you go. So you get some geography lessons with I haven't actually. I mean, I didn't.
Yes, I was right. It's not too far from the airport. It's not. Manchester Airport's closer to Altrincham than Stockport, and closer to Wilmslow than Stockport. But yeah, Stockport's like kind of like just South Manchester, really, by the looks of it. Yeah, kind of tailed towards the east a little bit, but yeah, pretty much just South Manchester.
I haven't been to Manchester for years, you know.
No.
Last time I was there, I did a gig at is it called Rock World or something like that? I don't know.
I don't know. I went to Manchester a few weeks ago. Sean says you're thinking of Wythenshawe. Stockport is okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, maybe, then we'll take your word for it.
Maybe I was.
I'll tell you what is the biggest dump you've ever been to in your life?
Oh God, there's a place in Wales. What's it called? It's of course like Penryn. It's
Penrith.
No, Pen. Oh God, what's it called? I'll have to have a Google. It's in South Wales. What's it called? South. What was the poorest place in Wales?
Oh bloody hell! Bitcoin's carrying on upwards. We're gonna get put to the sword again, everyone. Well, I'll tell you what my biggest. Sean says Blackburn. What a tip! I think there's one sound in the same, but Blackpool is a dump, and I apologise for anyone that's watching that lives in Blackpool. If anyone is watching that, watching now that lives in Blackpool, but I kind of also don't apologise because it is a dump. It's a massive dump. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, go on, mate. What do you say? Where's your place?
No, I'm trying to find it. Trying to find it.
If you have just joined, by the way, please do drop a like, subscribe. Yeah, click the links in the description as well. We have got I'm losing my train of thought now. The BLOFIN link and the Stonksy link with 20% off. That is in the description. What's your beef with Blackpool? It's all right. Well, the last few times I've been to Blackpool, I'm not going to lie. From the moment of getting out the car to the moment getting back in the car, the whole place just stunk of piss.
Where was that?
In Blackpool.
Bloody hell.
I just thought the whole place stunk of piss.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I suppose individual opinions in it. Get your opinions in. Don't think Blackburn have into the internet yet. DPN says, I'm from Somerset. What a tip! So many trees and cow pats. That's nice though. If Somerset, see, when I hear the name Somerset, I think sounds a bit posh. Sounds like very like, obviously it is in the south, innit, Somerset, but it sounds like, posh kind of Midsummer Murders town. Like, everyone lives in a little cottage, got thatched roof. Like, you know what I mean?
I used to go to Somerset quite a lot last year, because that's where my girlfriend lived, and I always thought of places like Taunton. I always think of like Taunton as with cider, and you think like nice apple trees and all that. But and to be honest, Taunton itself doesn't look that bad to me, but everyone else thinks it's really horrible, and it's got horrible crime statistics and all that. No, the place I found it's called Penrhys, Penrhys. It's in South Wales, and it was built as a kind of like a housing experiment. I think it was to like house. Well, I don't know. But it was. There was some reason for it being built, and it's like this council estate on top of this hill, well, like a little mountain really, and everyone calls it Gyro City because it's like everyone's on the dole there, and it's just horrible. Like I was with a mate of mine who was from the south of Wales, South Wales, and he said, "Oh, I've got a bit of toothache. Can I go? I need to go and get something for it." And I said, "Okay, well, where are we going to go?" He says, "Oh, just drive up this road here," and it was at night time, and I kind of drove up this hill, like a little windy road up this mountain, and at the top was all them orange sort of like street lights, and it just looked really weird because it looked like a sort of council estate on top of a mountain, Yeah. And I kind of got there, and he said, "You just wait here. I'll go and get my stuff." And I thought, well, he's getting stuff for his toothache. Where's he going? Anyway, so I'm sat there in my car, and then as I looked round, I noticed that every single doorway and alleyway, there was just like geezers, like blokes just hanging around or like just staring at me. And it was really scary. It was anyway. And I was thinking, like, I really shouldn't be here, and I was almost, thinking, should I just drive off and come back later for him? But eventually, this guy Jeff, his name was, he came back. He said, "All right, I'm sorted now." And he got in the car. I said, "What have you got?" He said, "Oh, I've got some morphine. I got some morphine. I got some. I said, I got some weed while I was there, and there was something else he got as well. Some other sort of like weird drug that sort of somebody makes in this estate, And it was just like a really horrible experience, and. I just taken him to buy drugs so he could sort out his toothache,
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, he bought some opium. That's right. Yeah. And I never even. Well, I knew of opium.
You're basically a mule, aren't you?
Well, I didn't realise at the time. I thought I was going to a sort of dental pain relief place. I don't know. I didn't realise I was going to take him to score drugs, up in this.
Yeah, you're a mule.
Toxic council estate,
SMFC says, "Might it have been your clothes?" Cheeky.
But yeah, no, that's a horrible place, and like now, they call it a ghost town now because there's hardly anyone lives there because it's just so horrific,
Yeah.
And they did this kind of experiment where they kind of built all these like blocks of apartments or flats, really. And they did it so that all the front doors face away from each other, sort of thing. And apparently, even when it was like fully occupied, it created a kind of like weird thing where nobody had talked to each other at all, which is quite rare for Wales because normally everyone has a little chat, And it just it just turned into like a really, really antisocial sort of a place. And the thing was because they all lived up there, and there was no bus service up there. and nobody had a car because they were too poor. So nobody worked, So it just became the place you go if you're unemployed. And just absolutely horrific place. I mean, the actual landscape around there, it's all like valleys and mountains and stuff. It's beautiful, and then you've actually got this complete turd of a village on top of a mountain. It's really weird. Yeah, it's called Penrhys. It's almost worth going there just to have a look, but don't go there at night.
Wow. and how long ago was this?
Oh, that was a long time ago. It
might be even worse now.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. I mean, that was about 25 years ago, that was.
Yeah.
And
when you was a mule.
Yeah. Back in my mule days.
Wow.
Yes, why don't show me face?
Yeah. Is she the infamous drug dealer or drug mule?
Yeah, so
Henry's.
Yeah, but it's a horrible place. It's really
What parts of Wales is this again? Like north, south?
South. It's near Rumney.
Where's that? Anywhere near Cardiff?
Well, if you go to Cardiff and then go north, it's about 30 miles north of Cardiff.
It's not far, yeah. We could say Cardiff, couldn't we?
I mean, the whole thing with that area, it's all like, it was obviously in the mining days, it was all like massive industry and stuff. And then all the mining stopped and everyone just sort of became drug dealers and prostitutes, And,
brilliant.
But it's, I don't know. It's a very, very weird place. And it's, I've noticed that with Wales though, as well. Like me, my eldest daughter's boyfriend lives in Bury Port, which is over by Swansea.
Yeah.
And I kind of went there a few weeks ago and caught the train back. And it was like I was hanging around the station and stuff, and it's very rare I actually feel unsafe, And I was actually thinking there were some right dodgy people here, And it's weird because it's in Wales, and it's like it's just round the corner from like the Gower Peninsula and all that, which is all beautiful.
Yeah.
And I always think of Wales as a place you go on holiday,
Yeah, I feel like probably a lot of the UK is like a real distant memory for what it used to be. A lot of places have probably just been ruined now, haven't they?
Yeah, and that place where because I'm from kind of near Stoke-on-Trent originally, and I mean, thank God I'll never have to go there ever again now that my dad's died. But I mean, that place is so scummy; it's just absolutely vile. It really is. It's just
the way you talk about
what.
The way you talk about places is so funny when you don't like them.
Well, I've lived in some very beautiful places, and I've lived some right shitholes as well, So yeah.
Very nice. Let's see what we've got going on. Yeah, we've got.
What we're talking about?
BPN saying that they had a local. I don't want to say that word in case we're not allowed to say that on YouTube. Not allowed. I'm not sure if we are, but. Who got caught after 3 years. He would go around in the night and slide in puddles. Wow. Oh no, Delta's in the chat. Oh no. He says, I'm playing Blackpool in August. What's that supposed to mean? What are you?
Oh, he's doing a gig with his band.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, where are you playing at, Delta? Maybe we'll have to all come see you. We could have a Stonksy night out in Blackpool and enjoy the fragrant smell of piss. Oh, that's proper made me laugh. Cryptogenics says smash like, yeah, please do smash a like if you're watching, if you've made it this far. If you are on X as well, please do make sure you head over to the Stonksy YouTube and subscribe if you're not. What have we got going on? Sean says Uns like Tywyn in Wales, the town that time forgot. Tywyn is like a familiar sounding word to me. Have I been to Tywyn? I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably if you're from up that way, which it sounds like you are.
Towing. Let me have a look to see where it is.
Towing's
Hey, SMFC, you'll never guess what. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. I went to there 2 weeks ago. The Monkey Forest. I've been twice.
What, at Trentham?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I went about 2 weeks ago, and I went last year as well. It's great.
Yeah,
That
I must.
Monkey Forest is great.
Yeah, I must admit it is. In fact, the whole of that Trentham Gardens bit's pretty cool, actually. I actually worked at Trentham when I was 17. I was.
Did you? I've not been to the gardens bit, but the Monkey Forest is fantastic.
That's actually where we sprinkled my dad's ashes last year, actually. Because
what, in the gardens or the Monkey Forest?
No, in the gardens, in Trentham Gardens.
Yeah,
that's what we did with my mum back in 2015. So we thought we'd put him with it. It was quite weird actually, because it's you're not supposed to do that, obviously, but like, so we're there with like a rucksack and a trowel, you know, and we wanted to do it in the same bit as where my mum went, you know. Yeah. And of course, like next to it, there's a kind of like a really floral sort of archy bit where there was some couple that had just got married, and they're like taking photos and stuff, and we're like kind of like, when are we going to do this, you know? And I said, well, I'll just sneak behind this monument and dig a hole, shall I? My brother's going like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
And so we had to, and eventually the couple actually disappeared, but they were there for ages taking photos and stuff, you know, and then there we were trying to bury my dad's ashes. Anyway, we did it in the end, so that was good.
Oh, that's good. At least you got him in there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we did though. We did a direct funeral. No, a direct cremation. So, because my dad didn't have any friends or anything, so we thought if you have a proper funeral, it'd be like rubbish and there'd be no one there, you know, just me and my brother really. So, yeah. So basically, like all you do, you order it online with the co-op, right? And you pay, I think it's 1,700 quid, right? And if you got a co-op card, you get 30 quid off. They go and pick up the corpse from the hospital, and they cremate it. They don't tell you exactly when they're going to do it, and then you can either pick up the ashes from whoever cremated it, which in our case was a little funeral place down the road, or they can deliver it to any co-op of your choice for free.
Oh my god!
And then you've got the ashes. But if you think about it, that's the whole thing done, isn't it? You know, the whole thing done.
Yeah.
For like 1,000.
I just find that last bit though, just like going to your local co-op to pick up some ashes, like that last bit, it all sounds great, and then that last bit just kind of rings a bit uneasy with me.
No,
like, I'm just gonna go and get some milk, eggs, and I'm gonna go and get the ashes as well.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But no, I actually went down to. It's still like a local funeral place that actually did the cremation bit, and I kind of went down there, and it was all very dignified and proper, and they made me a cup of tea and all that while I was waiting, and we had a little chat as well. And but I think I'm going to do that for me, like in advance, you know, like buy it sort of like now.
Earn yourself in advance.
Well, yeah, because then my daughters don't have to worry about it, you know, it's paid for.
Yeah.
Because honestly, when my wife died, you know, I mean, I was in France, so everything was more expensive anyway. But you know, it cost me like $6,000 in the end. I had to pay.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I had to pay like I had to pay $1.5 for a coffin that just got burnt. You know.
Yeah.
And it was just like I really felt like I'd been done. You know.
Yeah. Look at this bloody Bitcoin.
It's not going well, is it?
No, it's not. Thing is, again, I think this happened yesterday. If I would have waited till 2 o'clock to fire it off, it wouldn't be that bad. And I'm sure I did that yesterday as well, where I said, I should have waited till 2 o'clock. Anyway, we'll see. It looks like it might carry on. Who knows? But we've got the trade open, so that's what we've got to deal with. We've got Rebellion Festival. Not for the faint-hearted, and it smells of piss. There you go. So I'm not the only one saying it. Even Delta's saying it, and he's playing there. Easy, Kev. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. I have a spare £1,000, Dave. What alt would you choose, mate? Remember, we can't give financial advice on this channel. But I mean, I'll be on it. Like, I think it's kind of scary to put your money in alts at the moment. With how bad they are, I really don't know, Kev. If I was going to do it, I definitely wouldn't do any sort of like medium to low cap at all. I suppose it depends on how much you value the £1,000, but I just think with how bad alts are, I mean, let's run through the list. I'll tell you what, we'll run through the list and you guys let me know in the chat. So you just say the name of if you had £1,000, we'll run through the assets and you just put the name of the asset into the chat when you see it that you'd put £1,000 into now. And you can do the same, mate. And I'll do the same.
If I wanted to buy an alt, and it had to be an alt, I'd probably buy Solana, to be honest. So have a look at that. So
Bitcoin, all right. So ETH. So we'll go down and just say, just you guys put it in when you see something that you'd buy with £1,000 now, if you had to. Obviously, not financial advice, just playing a game. XRP, BNB, Sol, USDC, stop. That's what I buy with it. No, I'm only messing. Tron, Dogecoin, stop. Stop. So that for me, Dogecoin is probably, if I had to look at anything at the moment and I think, well, how do you turn that into maybe $1,500 or $2,000 or maybe even $3,000 without the risk of actually just losing it all? For me, I think Dogecoin is probably what I'd land on. But we'll carry on going down anyway for anyone else who's not said stop. So ADA, Hype, Sui, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, XLM, AVAX, Ton. Again, I think Ton potentially maybe that would be my close second, perhaps. Ton. I don't know. Kind of on the edge of my seat with it. I think I would just choose Dogecoin regardless. And then I don't think I would be going into any of these, to be honest. Nothing's really sticking out at me. You know, maybe if you want something a bit more maybe risky, then maybe Pepe instead of Doge, but I'm not seeing anything that really jumps out at me where I'm like, oh yes, please. So yeah, let's see in the chat anyway. Let's see what you guys have put. Just short 10 alts with the equal amount. I like Cookie. You could get a nice holiday with $1,000. Be more fun than risking it in an altcoin. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is completely true. I mean, yeah, if I had to, if you had a gun to my head, Kev, if you had a gun to my head and said you choose one right now, I would probably choose Dogecoin. But again, I think for where Bitcoin is at, I think it's a bit interesting. Obviously, depending on if you think Bitcoin is going to go up or down. For me, obviously, if it goes down, alts are going to get smashed. But if it goes up, then yeah, potentially the ride is high for a lot of them. But yeah, I think I'd land on Dogecoin. You guys let me know in the chat what you'd land on. Oh, Bitcoin. God damn it. I'm thinking E4 Sui. Yeah, I mean, burnt on coin, burnt on holiday, take your pick. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, them two are reasonably, like, you can manage the risk on them two, can't you, Ethan, Sui? Yeah, you can manage your risk on that. We are pumping into the open, though. We are pumping into the open, which is going against my trade.
It's not good, is it?
Well, you know how it is.
Where was your stop loss again?
108.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's...
So we're nearly there. So apparently ProCap I've bought Bitcoin. So this is what I mean. It's just where is the organic where is the organic strength? You just got these public companies just buying Bitcoin. That's literally the only thing that's dragging the market along, isn't it? Which is fine because it doesn't really matter where the demand comes from. But you know, are they the ones that have just sent it up? Oh, I've just heard you go into a trade. What have you done?
I counter traded you.
What, you've just longed it, or you longed it when I shorted?
I longed it when you shorted it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. See how it is. But you voted down. I could have longed it as well.
Sorry.
You voted down, which made us actually fall into the short category.
What, you blaming me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Saber Crypto's fault, this, guys. Remember it.
I didn't know. No, actually, I'm just moving the stop loss. Actually,
be nice if it keeps this level for 24. No, I don't think so. I think it would be nice if it definitely fell to around 105, 104. Anything lower than that, I think it would put me on the cusp of victory then, and it obviously put you on the cusp of victory if it stays above. We said pump and dump down, but pump before. You did say that, BPN. I remember. I mean, this could be. We could get stopped out on this trade before even the US market opens at this rate, which would be something, wouldn't it? I think I would just open another short then straight away and just have to double down on it. We'll see what happens.
Anyway, so who bought what?
You what?
You were saying somebody bought Bitcoin or something.
Yeah, so these guys, ProCap, I think the ticker's something. Anthony Pompliano's ProCap buys another. So they bought some yesterday, I think. Let me find where that was looking. Yeah, so they bought like 500 million or something worth. I think it was yesterday or the day before. But they had some merger. They had a merger with someone. And I can't remember who it was that they had a merger with. But yeah, they merged with someone, so I don't know. They've started buying Bitcoin anyway. Yeah, I can't. And they're having a public listing as well. So yeah, having a public listing. So it seems like they've got some funds freed up. So there we go. Desperado's here. I have a full take profit 108. Should I remove it? We are making strong moves at the moment. It's up to you, mate. I can't give you financial advice. It's up to you. Have a look to see what you think it's gonna do. I think we are. Did you mention something about 108 being the outer channel? We have moved out of the inner channel now on Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's got to be overstretched now. Yeah, so Block Pro's second to top level was 107.596, which has gone past now. So his top one was 108.849.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe if you are looking for a take profit, 108.850. That's probably.
Yeah.
That might be I don't know. That's what the Dutch man says. Anyway.
But yeah, it's up to you, mate. I mean, the thing is, I always think, and people may disagree or maybe agree, but I think if you've got a plan, you should always run with that plan, because when you deviate from the plan, that's when either mistakes are made or you could get caught up in a move or whatever. So I think that's the only thing I'd say is if you've planned to take profit around 108, then, do you want to just stick with the plan and run with the plan regardless? Because obviously this could look great, but we are running into US Open. US Open could open and we could dump. We don't know, do we? We obviously a lot of the time see the reversal move, don't we? So, but I think, yeah, it's up to you. I tend personally to just go with the plan. And regardless of what the market is doing, go with your plan, and then at least then you followed your plan. You've not listened to anyone else, and then if it goes right or wrong, you've only got yourself. That's accountable for it. Do you remember when he was selling mattresses during the last bear market? Yeah, he was actually, weren't he? That was weird.
Who?
Anthony Pompliano was selling mattresses at like 15, 16k Bitcoin. It's very strange. It'll be interesting to see if we go quickly over 108k. He shut his podcast down as well. Do you remember he done the podcast with his brother and someone else? And obviously they used to talk. I don't know if it was a Bitcoin only podcast or if it was just a podcast. But obviously they used to talk Bitcoin a lot on there. And then again, in the depths of the bear market, they shut the podcast down. It'd be interesting to see if we go quickly over 108k. There's not much liquidity over that. So what would be the point? Well, potentially, yeah. Unless there's literally just spot demand. The thing is, liquidity levels only tell some of the story, don't they? If there's just an infinite spot bid and, someone's firing in funds at market, walking the price up, it doesn't matter what liquidity is showing because there's just constant buying of Bitcoin, sending the price higher. Yeah, but we are mighty close to the stop loss on this trade now. Oh, you've got to laugh, haven't you? You've got to laugh. So what are you now that you've counter traded the stream trade? What are you doing at the moment, mate? Or is that it? You done?
I'm just pushing the stop loss up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it comes down and really takes you out at your stop loss.
Well, yeah, it might do actually. I'm actually doing it on 100x leverage as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And to be fair, have you made yourself some nice pennies to go to Manchester with?
Yeah, not quite as much as I had a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I lost a little bit last week, but yeah, no, I'm all right.
Robinhood has gone to a new all-time high. Didn't know that. Let's go and take a look at Robinhood, yeah. Robinhood has been on a huge run. I remember, right, when did this start to run? Was it the back end of the year? I remember seeing this. I think it was last year. It must have been. Oh no, wait. When was I seeing it? I can't remember when I saw it, at what level it was at. It might have been around the $20 range. But I remember seeing someone talk about Robinhood on X and putting like a real, bull case for it. And I remember looking at it thinking, oh, that's interesting. I just never ended up buying any. But, that was obviously a big accumulation. Really nice accumulation range there, around $10. That went on for, the best part of year and a half-ish. And then, it's just been obviously up only, apart from it did go up to 68 and then crashed over 50%, which obviously is a hard hold. But had you have held for them rough couple of months this year, obviously the fruits of the reward there, up to 85 pre-market. Let's see what the Almighty Bull is doing. So the Almighty Bull is up to nearly $12. So yeah, I mean, stocks in general are just having a real good time of it, aren't they? Kind of like obviously when Bitcoin's doing well, altcoins are having a real good time of it. The S&P 500 is just absolutely surging. Indices are surging, and stocks in general are having a good time, which again, feeds into this Bitcoin strength. So yeah, real good time of it. Coin new all-time highs. Well, no, Coin is not Dungslung. Coin's not a new all-time high, so Coin isn't far away. It's not far away, but it is close. So on IPO listing day, so when it IPO'd on the 14th of April 2021, it hit a high of 429, basically 430 if you want to call it that. So that's its all-time high, and I remember that day. I remember when it IPO'd. Then we did actually hit this in 2021, 368, and it's still yet to get back there. So we are obviously now at the highest level since then. So we've gone past them December highs that obviously happened 6-7 months ago. But we have these highs to take out, which is obviously very close to happening at 368.9. And then after that, it's basically just a straight run. Then obviously onto this IPO candle. But the IPO candle did go all the way up to 429. So it's got a bit of a run, about 20% to go-ish. But yeah, not quite there just yet. But it is close. And obviously, minimal resistance. If it can clear this, where it topped out in late 2021. Obviously, there is just minimal. There's not really much there, is there, apart from there. Is the deal with Bitstamp a part of why Robinhood is doing well? I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Potentially. Potentially it is. I'm up 58% on Wiz's recommendations. Cheers, Wiz Superstar. Yeah, Wiz has been absolutely smashing his stock picks of late. Absolutely smashing them.
Yeah, I watched your show with him the other day when he was talking about his stocks and stuff. And
on Friday.
Yeah, it was brilliant. That was. Yeah, I'm looking forward to part 2 of that. You doing that on Friday again?
I don't know. I don't know if he's free or not. He's not let me know. So just whenever.
Okay, but yeah, no, I found that really useful. Unfortunately, I just scribbled a few tickers on a post-it note, stuck it on my wall, and didn't do much about it. And I actually had BBAI with a question mark next to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really wish I'd bought some of that. But
yeah, that's one of the ones that I went and bought.
Anyway, get your bell in your hand.
Yeah, I will. But as you can see, a lot of them have done well. You know, these are all obviously the closing performance yesterday, but there's a couple there 6% up. RX 8%, AMD up 20% yesterday. Wow. Obviously, that's one that Wiz is really bullish on. MBIS up another 7%. So yeah, Wiz's picks looking like they're doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
We do have 30 seconds to go, and then we will be open for US market. So we'll see what we get. We've got the S&P 500 very, very close to an all-time high, 0.7% away. Overall, yes, stocks are just surging, aren't they? Bitcoin is doing very well. So we are 5 seconds away. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we go. We are open, people. We are open.
Because I like giving that a good old shake, don't you?
I do. I like doing the opening bell. It's fun.
All right.
Tell you what, I do need a breather, though. I do need a drink, which I will get now.
Okay. All right. So, meanwhile, the price, what's it doing? It's
coming down slightly. Have I survived so far? Oh, I am. I'm just about alive. Just about. Come on. Send it all the way back down. Shame, really. Should have waited and got a better entry, but there we go.
Yeah, I did. To be honest, I didn't think it'd go this far, actually. I thought it'd just go up a little bit and then come down. I was going to get his drink, isn't he?
No, Mia.
Oh, you're there. Just ignoring me.
What did you say?
No, nothing.
Go on, tell it. Go on.
No, I said you're just ignoring me again.
You said something before that.
Did I? Oh,
something about going up and coming down, or?
Oh, see, no, I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing. So I'm chasing me long with me stop loss because I don't really want to stay in it.
I'll tell you something that's happened that I've not noticed, and I've only just seen it on X again.
What's that?
Is apparently the Nasdaq is at an all-time high. Yes, it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It actually went to an all-time high yesterday.
So what's that all about?
Tech, isn't it? Tech is surging. But Nasdaq all-time highs. I'll tell you what, things really are cooking, aren't they? I mean, all-time high across on Nasdaq, obviously, the S&P marginally away. But yeah, I did not know that either.
Nice. So Tesla had a little bit of a run yesterday, didn't it? Because of the
been superb that recently, hasn't it? We'll load that up now.
Well, I think they did
I think it was Monday where it ended 8% up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Monday just gapped up massively.
Yeah, they did them trials of the robo-taxi in, I think it was Austin, Texas, was it?
Right, okay.
And yeah, I thought it was quite cool actually, because it was only like a limited thing, and I think you had to be invited to use it.
Yeah.
And there was a flat fee of $4.20.
Of course.
And if you try to at the end of the ride, it said leave the driver a tip, and if you clicked yes, it said haha, only kidding.
Nice.
Which I thought was really nice, really cool actually. I do actually like that about Tesla. I think I like the sort of humor element in the in the software and stuff.
Yeah, it is good. Nvidia back up to 150, up 1.4%. Say this thing can't be far away from an all-time high as well. Yeah, not far at all. Nvidia is, and you think about this, didn't this go down to $80-ish? Yeah, $86 this went to in April. So that is nearing a 2x as well. Tell you what, it looking back now, if you bought anywhere, obviously on them April drops, you're laughing, aren't you? In terms of if you bought stocks.
Yeah.
I can't remember, where did Bitcoin go to on that dip? I can't remember.
When was that?
April. It was 74k, weren't it?
Yeah.
So again, Bitcoin, yeah, you're laughing. Obviously, even altcoins, ETH went to 1500. That's been good. But yeah, Nvidia is basically 2% away from an all-time high. Let's have a quick check across other Mag 7 ones. Apple is pretty far away, to be fair. Meta isn't that far away either. Meta is not that far away. And again, another one. Here you can see we had push down here at the start of April. We had another push down and mid to late April. And again, this is obviously days and days. This is what it's just like 1 wick and then that's it. Potentially you had a good few days here. Let's take $500, for example, like obviously above these daily closes and opens, so a reasonable level to potentially accumulate. That on its own, 42% up. That you're up nearly a half then, aren't you? So yeah, looking back, look at Microsoft. That's in price discovery as well. I didn't realize that. Not really seen many headlines about all these, but yeah, tech is absolutely flying, isn't it? Yeah. Microsoft there just making new highs day after day after day for all of June. Amazon, again, not too far away from its all-time high. About what's that? About 15% or so. Tesla kind of is. Tesla is. Let's see. Whopping 45% away. So still a lot of work to do with Tesla. And Google, yeah, around about the same. But yeah, overall, great stuff. So Bitcoin, now we'll move back to Bitcoin, is holding steady around 107,600. We did go down on the initial open, but we've not gone down much, to be honest. The S&P is starting to head up now, up to 6,106. But yeah, Bitcoin is, a little tiny correction. Nothing major, though, so far. What have we got? Hi, Nick. Yeah, how we doing? Is the S&P pumping? Pumping, I wouldn't say not pumping, but it's up slightly. Near 19% up on Nvidia, says Delta. There you go. Everything is up. Everywhere is so. Everything is up. Is so up. Everywhere is so quiet. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's like, I think, like now, I don't know about anyone else that thinks this, but because of and I'd probably put this only really on TradFi and Bitcoin, so your stocks and Bitcoin. But I think everyone is starting to become so accustomed to stocks going like up only and Bitcoin going up only now. Like literally, they get a pullback, they get they get bought up and new highs, or rally back so hard, don't they? It seems like everyone is like accustomed to the fact that things only go up now. Simon says, I bought HUD at 39.57 on the 3rd of April. Very nice, mate. Well, you are at a cool over 2x now. So that is great, Simon. Well done on that, mate. Enjoy the gains. Yeah, nice little over 2x for you. Is it? Oh, yeah, up at 85. Yeah, there you go, mate. You're enjoying that, no doubt. And you deserve it as well for buying it. Circle is getting slapped, isn't it? Oh, this would have been such a good short, around 295. There you go, nearly 30%. Oh, there we go. Yeah, my trade is still alive, but only just. I would be shocked. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's looking like we're maybe going to get stopped out again, but we'll see. If we survive this somehow, it would be great. It would be the great escape. Anything going on X? Gemini posting a little heart there. I don't know. Nothing really. Michael Saylor says, let's get after it relentlessly. So yeah. Nothing major going on.
Oh, you done your
How's Circle look today? Oh my god, yeah, Circle's down. Down. I think Circle, I mean, to me anyway, it looks like it will have topped now for the IPO pump. If we go and have a look at Circle, considering obviously the way it pumped on IPO, if you have a look on the daily chart, well, not the best. Hang on, let me pull the 4-hour chart. 1 hour, maybe even better. Yeah, I mean, obviously we had IPO come out the gates, and then it's just gone up only. Obviously, it has to come down at some point, doesn't it, to give some sort of rationale to the chart. It's not like a meme coin or anything like that. It's an actual company. So, I mean, it had a superb pump, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it's potentially topped. Obviously up there at the big round $300 number as well. I would be shocked if we didn't end up back here. $100 to me. Obviously strong, it built support at $100. Wouldn't be surprised if sometime in maybe July or August we are back at $100. We'll come revisit that, see what we think. Loki says, I'm short Bitcoin, potential low time frame reversal in play. Don't break 108 for the stream. Am I short? Yeah, maybe. Where should I put my take profit on it? On what? Circle. It's up to you, innit? You know as well as I do. I can't give you financial advice, SMFC. And you're the one that opened it, so obviously, you caught it. So you know best.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose it depends on how long you want to leave it open, isn't it? I think if you look at the chart and you forget about the ticker, and you just look at the chart, you would say, well, price probably eventually returns to a starting point. Eventually being the key word, but I mean, in there, to me, looks like a logical place to come and retest, and then, if it's going to go to new highs, something like that, that would be looking at it logically, but maybe it doesn't do that. Maybe it comes into here around 150. Maybe it comes into there around 150. But there's nothing really there, is there, to look at? I mean, this is literally just one straight line. There's no consolidation. There's nothing until we get to this 150 zone. So I think maybe that as a minimum looks logical on a chart, and then obviously here looks logical as well. Bitcoin is moving up to probably single-handedly take out my stop loss in it, and then it will dump. Well, what's yours? So what is
Right.
What?
So I've been messing around with it a little bit. So I've actually, when it pulled back a little bit there, I added a little bit to it. So
Yeah.
So my entry's not very good. My entry's 107,208. So not very far away.
Yeah, it's still a decent amount of room, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but because I'm on ridiculous leverage, it's 53% in profit, and it's only $149. But I'm only used a margin of $500. So not too bad. Bit of fun.
Yeah. It seems like there's momentum to just go over 108k now. Yeah, I mean, everything looks strong, doesn't it? $163. There we go. Ooh, it's popped back up, Bitcoin. Yeah, that's around about where I think that zone was, wasn't it? I think. Wait, that's Coinbase. That's why nothing's showing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just the top of that box. Yes, it seems like a logical place, doesn't it?
So the thing is, I mean, because of our vast viewership, everybody will have taken the same trade as you. So does that mean if everyone's got their stop loss at 108, it's going to be a big short squeeze at 108?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, all. It's say if every single person took the same trade. I don't think our stop losses at 108 ain't too much of a difference.
I think it might have closed.
It might have. Let's see. Yes, it has. There you go. Bang on. Just over 108. So there we go. We need to now go and add a third losing trade. 22.59. We're not doing too well on this, are we?
That's pretty rubbish, actually.
That is. So that's 3 losing trades in a row.
You should be a copy trader.
Yeah. Rinse it.
How's that James Wynn guy doing these days?
I don't know. I think all that was just a big marketing ploy anyway.
It seemed to end really sadly though, because one minute he had like $100 million, and the next minute he had like 480 or something. Like it just seemed a bit of a sad way to end.
Yeah, SMFC says don't blow the account up, Dave. It's already nearly half blew up anyway. Not the actual account, just the margin I put in. I put $200 in, so we're down $75 so far this week.
Coming out your wages.
And we are only on Wednesday, so there's time to blow the rest yet. Mine was 108,200, but that doesn't seem to matter either with this momentum. Yeah, it's strong, isn't it? It is strong. I mean, yeah, the S&P now is, let's move that up to where it is, 0.65%. I mean, that could do that today, couldn't it? Could easily do that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin's chugging away. I wonder, I mean, Bitcoin isn't that far away from an all-time high either, is it? What must it be? About 5%? 3.6%. So to be fair, it only has to have a 5.5% day, and it's at the all-time high. Not really that much. It seems like it should be further, but it's not that far at all.
No, that's true. Can't go up forever though, can it? Well,
can it?
Looks like it wants to.
Can it? I mean, with the strength in the stock market, I suppose it gives it like a lot of room, doesn't it? It gives it free rein. If stocks started dumping to the downside, I have kind of no question that Bitcoin would come and clear all this up. I mean, this will all be cleared up eventually. You don't leave all this behind. This is being all left behind to clear up at some point. You can see, can't you? Just the constant higher lows being made. All stops and liquidity below here, ready to be took at some point. And it will probably do it in one fast, aggressive move. It's just a case of when.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting such a lively...
Please do drop a like on the stream and subscribe, though. You wasn't expecting what, mate?
Such a lively bit of price action, to be honest.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah,
And to be fair, we are getting some good volatility.
I thought it was going to be really dull today and nothing happening, you know.
Yeah.
Might add a bit more to me long. I can't do that. It's ridiculous.
You can.
I can't. It's about 1% off all-time high or whatever you said. It's like, I can't do that. I'm just chasing green candles now. But I never mind it so much when I'm already in profit, you know, because you can always move your stop loss into profit, into break even, and
exactly,
you know, makes it. Although the best advice about that was always like about adding to trades was like, you know, if you went in a trade already, would you take it? And obviously you wouldn't go long now, would you? You know, that would be like,
it would be quite hard to, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But you know, if you're already in profit,
I mean, let's see what it's looking like on the wider time frame. So obviously we have this high here from back in earlier June. I mean, I don't even remember that, but that was only 10 days ago. I don't remember that, do you?
What, an all-time high?
No. It was at 108.6k 9 days ago. See, it seemed like it was bloody down here for ages, didn't it? I don't even remember it being like that. That's only 9 days ago. I thought it seemed like it was like around 104 sub for ages, but obviously it wasn't. And then obviously after that, yeah, we've got obviously this cluster that came in, you know, between 109 and 110.
Right. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we'll have a flick through to see what is going on. I mean, ETH hasn't really moved, interestingly. ETH Bitcoin is actually down 2.25% today. So ETH is losing value against Bitcoin as Bitcoin goes up. So ETH not getting any strength at the moment. We have XRP up 1.54% again. Another great double confirmation there by Stonksy on the 5-minute. We have Sol. It has got a little pump again. To be fair, that has gone to a new low time frame, local high. What else? Anything up juicy? Hype is up nearly 4%. That's moving well again. Kaz is doing great. I think Kaz has been moving quite decently overall, hasn't it? Let's see. Yeah. I mean, that has had a great bounce, hasn't it? Since Monday. You know, since Monday, you pick anywhere you want within that consolidation, and it's up 30%. So yeah, great moves on Kaz. Jupiter doing very, very well. Again, another one up massively since just Monday. Sunday, Monday, we was down in the low 30 cents. We're now above 40 cents, 43 cents. That's doing well. Again, that's just gone into a double green confirmation there. Pi is doing crazy stuff today. I don't know what this is driving Pi. I don't know what is driving Pi to the upside, but that is up nearly 19% today. And apart from that, nothing else crazy on the watch list. Bitcoin has pulled back a slight bit. But yeah, nothing too crazy.
Well, shame about your trade, isn't it? Because oh well.
Yeah, it just took me out, didn't it? Well, no, to be fair, it was like $120. It was $120, but the S&P is actually dropping now. So the S&P's had 2 downside candles on the 5-minute, which I'm guessing maybe is reflecting in the Bitcoin price. Yeah. What have you done about your trade, mate? Have you left it open, or have you?
It's open. I'm thinking about closing it.
Ah, okay. Why do you think we maybe go down?
Well, because I've added to it now, my entry's rubbish. You know.
Do you think we could go past like towards 109k today? Do you think?
I think that would be about the top.
Yeah. What about everyone else? Let us know in the chat now. Now that we've had this Coding Crypto Fitness says, hi mate, are the channels part of Stonksy? Can't see it on mine. Yeah, they are. Should be in the video. Have you watched the setup tutorial video? That shows you how to put the channels on, mate. Have you watched the tutorial in the setup instructions channel? Basically, all you need to do anyway is just go on the settings and just tick them on. So if you go on inputs, you just need to tick channel settings, show channel, and that will show them then. But I have done something that I must confess to you, Save with Crypto, before the stream ends.
Go on.
I actually went and opened another short on the account. And it's got a decent entry, to be fair. But I couldn't resist.
What was your entry?
108,018.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So hopefully we can make some of the money back. To be fair, we're up $7 so far. Normally this isn't in the rules, but it was at too much of a juicy spot for me to just not go and open another one. So we'll see anyway. If I end up getting took out at stop loss on this one as well, then I don't know what we're gonna do.
Coming out your own pocket, mate.
Yeah. I mean, for a stop loss on say this trade, for a take profit on this trade, what would we think?
Oh, sorry.
Why does it? Have you noticed that sometimes you get this on?
What?
There we go. It doesn't matter. So what would 106k? I think we'd go lower than that, like, but I'm gonna leave it open. Where do you think we would go to on a retrace?
On a retrace? I don't know actually. Maybe
I think all this is all prime for taking out, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Again, wouldn't be surprised if I get took out on this short as well. That would be quite something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's either going to be a little dip or a mega one, isn't it?
Yeah, you would think so. Set, try it now. Got it now. Do you use any different numbers? No, just the default ones for the channel, mate. Dump it down to 97k, says Loki. Pellin. I feel the retrace is done. What retrace? What retrace?
Your chart's upside down, mate.
Retrace to the upside, yeah. Send it back down now with retrace to the upside. I suppose anything can happen. I mean, the thing is, look, you see where that dip came from on Bitcoin, can't you? Because the S&P had this drop. It's on the 5 minute. You can see directly. Now the S&P is recovering. Look directly at Bitcoin. We dropped, and now we're recovering. That's all it relies on. You know, as long as we've got this stock market strength, it's looking like obviously Bitcoin is going to feed off that. So you know, you can pretty much just look at the two and know, okay, if we want Bitcoin to go down, where does the S&P have to go? Well, it has to go down here. And that will then bring these Bitcoin liquidations. So yeah, we'll see. Send it, lol. In which direction? Stonksy is the new James Wynn. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Should we ask Hyperliquid if... oh, no, I shouldn't say that. I won't say that. I won't say what I was going to say.
I'm intrigued, though. Yes. Sorry, I'm a bit occupied looking at me trade, actually.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because Tesla is so disconnected from the rest of the Mag 7, really, isn't it? Like it trades completely different to the rest. The rest of them trade along the same lines, where Tesla is just out on its own, trades alone. And what's interesting is, of recent, Tesla has kind of front run the moves, hasn't it? So obviously, Tesla absolutely surged on Monday, and then everything else has followed. Now Tesla's dumping.
Right.
I don't know whether there's anything in that or not, but just an observation.
It's probably just coming back a little bit because it went up so much in the day, really, And
yeah. Did you end up holding on to your Tesla, or did you end up getting rid of it?
No, I got rid of it because
you made a decent. Was it like 10% on it though? Was it?
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it was not bad.
Yeah.
But it was. I was just relieved to get out of it because it was just before Trump and Elon had their tiff,
Yeah.
So I just got out of it by buying when it was super low and averaging down my entry, and then just getting out when it was a few percent in profit. But it was all right. I made, I don't know, it wasn't a lot. It's like £300 or £400 or something,
Yeah.
It was okay though. Yeah. At the moment, I haven't got much actually. I've only got that Nut X one, which is not really doing much.
Sounds like a naughty website.
Yeah, no, it's a health thing. It's called like Nutex or something.
I sold my Tesla as well. I got it at 21. Wow.
Jesus.
Really? What year did you buy it, BPN? Who's the guest you have on right now? You can see him there. Save with Crypto.
Yeah, that's me.
You can see his thing on stream there, here to the left, in this left corner.
Save with Crypto from the channel called Save with Crypto.
Yeah, you can find his channel and his X if you just type in his name like this. Obviously, it doesn't have to be in capitals. But if you just type in his name on YouTube or X, you can find his channel here. Yeah. Obviously, he's just put a video out 2 hours ago as well, so do go check that out. But yeah, just type in his name on here or X, and obviously he will come up first. So
yeah, you see that one was called "When to Short Bitcoin," and if you actually watch the video, it said "Not yet."
Was it?
Yeah.
So you was planning, wasn't you? So I bet you was giddy when you hit the short button before.
To be honest, I was looking at a different indicator setup, and
yeah.
And to be honest, that is still looking not short. So
yeah. LMAO, my first ever stock buy. Yeah, but what year was that? I'm gonna go and have a look when that was. Bosch Jacket Potato. That's a great return. Got like 2,800% off it, so that's a 28x.
That's brilliant.
Let me go and have a look. What year was Tesla? $21.
I mean, I know some people who bought the original like Model S's, and when you bought the car, you used to get like free shares with it or something, and then the shares went up so much in value that it meant the car actually cost nothing. If you sold the shares. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair though, we're talking about that now. It is only in 2019 when it was $15. That's like not actually that long ago, is it? You're coming into 2020. COVID, obviously, it had the big run up, then crashed. That went up to 60 then. Came down to 2025, and then obviously, like everything else, we look at anything since pre-COVID. I mean, look at, say, Apple. Let's look at that pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, that was 40. $40, $50. But I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem that long. Like it seems wild that Tesla was only $15 back then, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously even before, if you was a bit of a fan, over a decade ago, you could get it at $2 to $3. Insane. But yeah, I mean, look at the patience on that though. So if you look at this, and it does make me wonder if we'll ever come into a period of time like this again. But if you look at that, basically from, say, obviously it had this run up and then stopped here. Obviously it did go up higher, but that was like a 50% gain. But from 2014 all the way up to 2019, late 2019 as well, basically into 2020. The majority of the time it just went sideways. So that's that's basically 6 years of it going sideways. It chopped in and around here. And we did go up to $25 here, came back down, come back down. I do wonder when/if we will get another period of time like that where we don't just have this mega volatility and just price action, whether it be up or down, obviously just the volatility of these moves. If we'd ever get a period like that in time of where things actually do just go sideways for a long while.
I think we're done, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was having too much fun, mate.
I know. I was just going to make me excuses to go to the toilet, but I actually realise it's the end, isn't it? Pretty much. Although 3 o'clock's quite an interesting time sometimes.
Yeah. At the time it wasn't, but it had stock splits. I think I got it at like 120 or something. No, right, fair enough. Right. Okay, was that what it is? But yeah, big thank you for joining us today. Do make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Obviously, if you're on X, make sure you head over to the YouTube as well and subscribe. Make sure you do the same for Save with Crypto. You can find him, type in his name, Save with Crypto, on X and YouTube, and you'll find him on both of them. But yeah, thank you for joining us. It's been a great stream. Thank you for coming on again, mate. It's always a good one with you.
Yeah, no.
And let's hope, fingers crossed, we don't get stopped out on this trade as well. So take it easy.
All right, see you then. Bye.
See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.